This is the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show, brought to you by the great folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. Also brought to you by Slumberland at the Lake, our veterinary, and Surdike Yamaha. And so it's time to get to find out what's going on with the Eldon Mustangs. We've got Coach Nathaniel Caudel with us. It's year number 2. Thank you for coming by, Coach. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having us.
All right. So year number 2, you took over last year. How was that first year? Was it pretty much what you thought it was going to be? Was it harder than you thought? What was that like?
It was what we thought it would be. You know, we knew that we were going to have some growing pains. We were pretty young last year, had some really talented players, but knew that it was going to be a little bit to kind of get them into the full swing of it. We had one of our better seasons we've had in a while. Still, not what we wanted to have, but we knew that we could build off of it for this year.
Yeah, well, that's good. Absolutely. Is the pressure and the job, all the work and stuff, pretty much what you expected it to be?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. I don't think, whenever that you take on the head job, you don't realize everything that goes into it.
Yeah.
So it is more than what I think I expected, but at the same point, I love it at the same time. So.
Yeah. Okay, so as you go into this second year, what kind of goals do you set up for the year? Do you shoot for a certain amount of wins, or how do you do goals?
No, I mean, we look at like team goals as far as, just our defense and offensively. Offensively, we want to, have goals as far as in transition, scoring in transition, trying to, 3 points, we want to be about 33% or so, 50% from 2. Those are, or I shouldn't, for layups, 50% for layups. So those are the types of goals that we kind of set for ourselves. Defensively, our biggest one this year has been rebounding. It's something that, it was a big weakness for us last year, and we spent a lot all summer and all preseason and all the start of the season. We're still working on it. It's something that we know that we got to do. So we take it more of that standpoint instead of, a certain win total or something like that, because you never know. I mean, there's a lot of good teams around the area, and we just got to kind of look at how we can better ourselves. That's our biggest thing.
Absolutely. Okay, so who do you have coming back this year? Who did you lose from last year, and who do you have coming back?
Yeah, so last year we lost our 2 seniors, Nikki Martinfee and Gavin West, who for most of the year played, off the bench for us and gave us some really valuable minutes there. Nikki even started some, had some great leadership. So we lost those 2. And then we also did lose our leading scorer from last year, who was a freshman, Gardner Casey. They moved and went to somewhere else. So, that obviously, as far as the scoring, that hurt a little bit, but it's been really good. I mean, we still got back, Hunter Hess, Austin Rush, Cannon Ahart, Devin Wardenberg, Joe Prater, all those guys came back. And then seeing, Devin Hardy has really stepped on for us. He got to play on our last varsity game last year. Got to some mop-up minutes, and then, I got to see that. I knew that he could play, and then he's really come out this year and played really well for us. Fantastic.
Well, that's good to know. And we see this program building and growing since you took it over. This goes into your second year. Is it pretty much on track where you want it to be?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my biggest thing is that we just want we want to get people to be excited about Eldon basketball again. We had a couple of rough years through there. Our guys are excited about it. It starts with them, making sure that they're playing hard. They're doing that this year. They've played hard in every game that we've had. They're getting. Our younger guys are excited about it. One of the first things that we did our second week of practice, instead of doing a practice day, we held clinics. Mm-hmm. We had about 60 kids from kindergarten through 6th grade come to those clinics, and you could tell that they're excited about basketball. And so, yeah, that's our biggest thing, is that we want to build that excitement about it. And we know that once we start doing that, success will come with that as well.
Yeah, and you're in the Tri-County Conference, of course. A lot of great competition in that conference. Yes. You got Blair Oaks, which is good year in and year out.
Yes.
You've got Hall of Fame coaches, two of them, I think, in the conference. You got Coach E at Osage, and over at California, Coach Conway. So this is a really good basketball conference.
Yeah, it's always tough. Even whenever I was in high school, Tri-County was one of the toughest conferences in mid-Missouri, and I would say it's gotten even tougher. It's hard to believe, but then you throw in a Southern Boone who's always good. I mean, there's just so many schools in there that on any given night could beat anybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, and so I think it's a good thing more so. Sometimes it gets hard because you're playing good teams every night, and so if you aren't firing on all cylinders, and that can get pretty tough there pretty quick. But at the same point, I think it raises your level of play as well. And so we're seeing that with our guys.
Absolutely. And you mentioned that you played in the Tri-County Conference. Were you an Eldon Mustang?
No, but I graduated from California. So,
you're an old Pinto.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So anytime we play California, that's one that I always look forward to. And our guys, I've just been fortunate. Our guys always play hard in that one for me, so
right.
It's always a lot of fun.
That makes it fun too. Those rivalries there. All right, so we're catching up with the Eldon Mustangs. It's Coach Nathaniel Caudel. So we'll have more with Coach right after this, right here on your COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Loring. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Hey everyone, Daryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. The holiday weekend's over, but we're still celebrating here at Slumberland. Come check out the big savings in every department. Mattresses, living room, dining room, we've got it all on sale for a great price. Come see us at Slumberland Furniture at the Lake, where we're bringing happy home.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
If you love the lake, you gotta love Lake TV.
Visit Surdak Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show, and a special shout out, a special thank you to Firefly Valley Farms for supplying our wonderful coffee for us today. That's kept me going, Coach. I'll tell you what. You health nuts, I know you don't drink coffee sometimes.
Oh, no, I drink coffee. Okay. You got to have a lot of coffee in basketball season.
I knew there was a reason why I liked you a lot. Okay, so we're getting caught up on what's going on with the Eldon Mustangs. And here on Lake TV, we've got at least 3 of your games that we'll be broadcasting. So much fun to do games at your gym over there. You got a fun crowd.
Yeah, we got a great atmosphere over there. We got a great band. Our pep band is the best.
They're great. Yeah.
They're the best in the conference, and so and just the atmosphere, that is there is just, I think, unmatched. Especially whenever we're playing well, that makes it a lot of fun. So.
Yeah. No Tri-County conference tournament this year. They'd been doing that several years before. Does it hard to know what's coming up in the conference without that, or do you pretty much know what you got?
Well, I mean, I think, we pretty much know. You see in and out, as far as last year, you kind of know what guys are coming back, and most coaches, even at the middle school, I mean, I know, Southern Boone's got some talent coming up from their middle school that might, as a freshman might play right away. So we kind of already know, and a lot of times in these tournaments we play each other anyway. So, we picked up the Tipton tournament and we played California and then Versailles. So we played 2 conference schools in that one. So a lot of times I kind of like it because it gives us the chance to play some other teams instead of playing, a conference school. If we're in the same tournament and then you got a regular season game, you might be in another tournament, you might be in the same district, you might play the same school 4 or 5 times.
Right.
And so that makes it tough, especially that last one, whenever that you played a school that many times.
Who's the team to beat, or the teams to beat this year in the Tri-County Conference?
And it's really even. Obviously, you kind of look at Blair Oaks and what that they've had. Obviously, they graduated a lot. But I still think they're going to be really, really tough.
Yeah.
Southern Boone was really young like us last year, so they gained some experience, and then they gained some more talent that came up through there as well. Hallsville's going to be really, really tough. I thought they were really tough last year, and they also just, were very young, kind of in a similar situation as we were. So you look at those 3 teams, and then you throw in Versailles. I know they graduated a lot last year, but they've got 2 really talented scorers, and they usually, they're playing relentless all the time on defense, so you never know.
Yeah.
And so it's just, Booneville, I could go down the line and say, about why each team is really tough, but you look at the top half, I think, with Blair Oaks, Southern Boone, Hallsville, and Versailles in that mix, I think, that they're really, really, really tough.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough conference again this year. So as you mentioned, you played basketball at California. You were a Pinto. Do you still get a chance to get out there and shoot some hoops? Can you still play with the guys?
Play a little bit. I play a little bit. I don't play near as much as I used to, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, it's tougher as you get older, right?
Yeah, I had 2 ACL surgeries, and so I don't feel like having another one, that's for sure. So,
so being a basketball coach or a football coach, just being a coach, it kind of becomes a parental kind of a thing. You kind of become a father figure in a way to a lot of these kids. What's that like? Is that hard? Is that easy? Do you like that?
Oh, I love it. I think the biggest thing is that, and we kind of talked about that with our guys, it's not fun all the time, but it's always rewarding. It's the same thing for them whenever they play. Basketball practice is not always fun. Or whenever you lose a game, that's not fun, but it's rewarding. And it's the same thing for me. I do this because it is so rewarding. I had a lot of great coaches in my life that influenced my life a lot. Some of the best relationships I have are as a result of basketball.
Yep.
And the people that I've met and came in contact with, teammates, friends, etc. And so, that's why I do it. And to be able to provide that for these guys, I think that's a huge honor.
Yeah.
And so I take that seriously, and I don't take it lightly because I know how much it meant to me. So.
And your wife is a basketball person too, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's actually how we met. Yeah, we did camps together for one summer and met that way. So yeah, it's all of our family. We all love basketball, and she's as big of a part of it as well.
Yeah.
She does so much for me that nobody else knows, and then also just for our team. She loves those boys too.
She kind of becomes mama, right?
Yeah,
Mama coach or something.
Yeah.
So holiday season here, what's your favorite Christmas song?
Oh, Christmas song.
Yeah.
Probably Silent Night.
Silent Night.
That's
okay.
probably my favorite one.
Yeah. Are you a good singer? Do you sing?
I can sing a little bit.
Ooh,
I can sing a little
okay.
bit, yeah.
So he was the guy in the choir in the jazz band, huh?
I did choir. Didn't do band, but I did choir. So.
Okay. Do you watch those Christmas shows like Rudolph and stuff like that?
I wouldn't say that I necessarily watch them, but they are on at my house. My wife loves every Christmas movie that there is. So there's not one that just plays all the time. We go through all of them. So.
There you go. That is Eldon Mustangs head coach Nathaniel Caudel. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you for joining us for the High School Basketball Coaches Show.